mynews.studio.
Tigers are now roaming wider ranges, and turtles are hatching in record numbers. What's driving this surge in Asia's wildlife? And maybe more importantly, can it last?
It's August 4th, 2025. Let's dive right in. Across Asia, we're seeing wild tigers and olive ridley turtles making a comeback that hasn't happened in decades. India's tiger population now stands at 3,682. That's more than double what it was in 2006. In fact, India holds nearly 3/4 of the world's wild tigers.
That's significant. And it's not only India. In Bhutan, the tiger count has jumped by 27% since 2015. There are now over 130 tigers. What's behind these rising numbers? It comes down to science-based conservation, expanding protected areas, building habitat corridors, and using technology. Camera traps, GPS collars, these help monitor tigers and respond to poaching much faster.
The tech angle's fascinating. For example, Project Tiger in India now covers more reserves, and with GPS collars, rangers track tiger movements in real time. If a tiger leaves its territory or there's any sign of poaching, they can act straight away. Has this tech-driven approach shown results in other places too?
It has. Bhutan's rangers use similar tools and work closely with their Indian counterparts. Since 2010, that cross-border region has seen its tiger population double. But it's not just about new gadgets. Community involvement is actually crucial. When local people help protect forests or get compensated for livestock losses.
Sorry, you mean like when a farmer loses a cow to a tiger, there's a system to pay them back?
Exactly. When those systems are in place, poaching rates drop. People feel invested in protecting tigers, not seeing them just as threats. That partnership makes a real difference.
Switching over to turtles for a second, Bangladesh just set a record, more than 12,400 olive ridley turtle eggs laid this year, up from just over 8,000 last year. That's a 53% increase. What changed?
It comes down to grassroots conservation. Local fishers and residents learned how to guard nesting sites and minimize disturbances. Public awareness campaigns also played a big role. Despite rising tourism and risks from fishing nets, these communities stepped up to protect the turtles.
Is this approach unique to Bangladesh, or are we seeing similar things happen elsewhere in the region?
We're seeing it in India and Indonesia too, involving local communities, providing economic incentives, and running education campaigns have helped reduce accidental turtle deaths and protect their nesting beaches. It's a model that's proving adaptable.
But it's not all positive, right? Tigers still deal with shrinking habitats from deforestation and development. And for turtles, illegal fishing and fast-growing tourism in Bangladesh remain big risks.
That's right. In India and Bhutan, development chips away at tiger habitats. Human-wildlife conflict is still a reality, but compensation schemes are helping. For turtles, there are tighter fishing regulations and efforts to balance tourism with ecosystem protection. Still, the progress could slip if the momentum slows.
So what's the big picture here? These animal rebounds show that focused conservation, mixing policy, science, and local involvement really does work. But it needs to be sustained over the long term.
And it's not just a regional issue. Biodiversity loss threatens food security, climate stability, and healthy ecosystems everywhere. Asia's tiger and turtle recovery offers a blueprint for how countries can work together to reverse declines.
It's unusual to see a success story like this, with tigers and turtles rebounding from such low points. Do you think this could motivate other countries to try similar methods?
It's already starting to. The key lessons, community empowerment, scientific monitoring, cross-border collaboration, are being looked at for other endangered species and different regions. The main question now is whether this momentum can be maintained.
That's the big test. Can Asia keep these conservation gains going? And will the world follow?
That's what we'll be watching. Thanks for joining us as we explored the tiger and turtle resurgence in Asia. a rare spot of good news for conservation, and an example of what's possible with the right approach.
Thanks for listening. This episode is brought to you by mynews.studio. Give it a try for free.